Yeah, I was trying to. I mean, you know how it is with names. You try and find like the right angle, try and find like something with meaning, and eventually it's like, oh, this random intelligent animal named. Oh, yeah, she's probably pretty
Yeah, no, that all helps.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to Descent into Avernus. We've been gone for a while with this one. It's good to be back though. We do have a new cast member, so hello, and welcome.
Lou.
If you want to, feel free.
All right, I am Steve or Steve, depending on who I'm talking to. I've done a few charity streams for Encounter Roleplay before. This will be my first dedicated long-term campaign streaming. Very excited to just jump in here.
Excellent, and very excited to have you. Some announcements before we begin, though. Unfortunately, Kirkland is not here today. I believe they're not feeling too well, so we are down one person. But that is fine. We wish them all the very best to get better. And some announcements before we begin. If you have Apple Podcasts or Spotify, you can check out the channel on Apple Podcasts and Spotify and download our Demystifying DMing series. It's all about being a better DM, DM tips, blah, 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 all that fun stuff. And our most recent episode is an interview with me about my whole dungeon mastering process and how I do what I do and why I do what I do. It was a lot of fun. Also, this Thursday is our year anniversary of streaming. So come on out. We're playing our regular scheduled game of Shadows over Ravenloft, our Ravenloft campaign, that night. So come help us celebrate a year of doing this Twitch streaming thing. Also, 2 years overall of doing this whole D&D for the internet thing, with YouTube, where we started out. But yeah, come on out Thursday. Support us. Toss us a few bucks if you want. It helps. Either way, let's get back down to business.
Okay.
Having completed your mission in Baldur's Gate, slaughtering, for no other word really covers it, the family that resided in power in Baldur's Gate, the Van Thampur family. The party basically slaughtered everyone but Mortlock, the sort of deformed brother, who was kind of ostracized by the family. And you all basically broke into the Van Thampur villa, got into the basement, killed the matriarch of the family and her very ill son, and in the process met an individual known as Fallister Fisk, who was looking for this sort of infernal lockbox inside the Van Thampur villa, which you all found and have taken to the city of Candlekeep to sort of get it looked at and try to figure out what it is. And Fallister mentioned that the only way into Candlekeep is by giving them a book they do not own in their collection, which you all picked up at Fallister's house before making your 5-day travel to Candlekeep. And yeah, that is probably where we're going to pick up, as you guys are arriving at the gatehouse. And as you arrive at the gatehouse, you're on, I believe you guys took a carriage given to you by Fallister, who is steering it. And at the gatehouse, you are greeted by 3 monks in purple robes, a human, a shield dwarf, and a sun elf. Round their necks hang holy symbols of Denair, god of writing, whose symbol is a lit candle above an open eye. "Welcome to Candlekeep," says the elf in common. "A gift is required for those seeking admittance. You must donate a book or scroll that isn't already in the library's archives. Please, present your gift for inspection." And Fallister Fisk kind of reaches into his outfit and hands them the book of Kalashite recipes that he took from his own home. And the carriage is pulled into Candlekeep, and he kind of just turns to you all, and as you roll in past the gates, he says, "Just, well, don't get into any trouble while we're here. They've got some pretty good defenses, so, just, be good, stay on your toes. Don't piss anybody off. There's the Hearth, that's the local pub. We can probably go there and get a drink or something, or relax or something. But we're here to see my associate, Silvira. She knows most likely what this box is that we have. So it's up to you where you guys want to go. I'll take you wherever you want to go. But this box situation is of high importance.
I mean, do we know where Silvira is? Can we just go find her and just kind of sort it?
Yeah, she's probably in her laboratory.
Why don't you lead us there, and then you can go on your business.
All right. So, takes you all to Silvira's laboratory, located in one of Candlekeep's spires. And after about 15 minutes, you get there, and the walls of the circular tower chamber are punctuated by arched windows that are currently shuttered. Bookcases filled with eldritch volumes stand between the windows, while tables are crowded with specimen jars, alchemical equipment, and other clutter. Engraved into the floor of the chamber is a large 9-pointed star. A middle-aged tiefling dressed in wizardly robes stands by one of the windows, caught in a fugue of intense contemplation. Perched on the corner of a table nearby is a splendidly little demon with warty green skin, buggy eyes, thin black horns, and a whip-like tail. "Ah! I can't tell you how pleased I am to meet you," says the tiefling. "What have you brought me?" And she turns to you all, and Fallister kind of wanders over and goes, "Yeah, we found this box. Figured, you might know what it is." And she takes the box and starts looking over it a little bit. "Where did you find this exactly? Whose possession was it in?"
A family of criminals.
Did they happen to associate with Thavius Krieg, the High Overseer of Elturel?
Mortis is just gonna look at Mortis is just gonna look around because he has no idea who they're talking about.
Yeah, Salem probably doesn't know who that is either.
Right. Fallister's going to say, yes, we found Thavius in a sort of treasure room in the villa underground. He was hiding out in the sewers. Kind of looked like a demon, his shadow, rather. "Ah, well, I have been very suspicious of the High Overseer for a long time, but no one wanted to hear my concerns because Thavius Krieg is widely regarded as a hero who saved his city from an undead scourge, giving rise to the holy nation of Elturel. Hail the Savior, Thavius made all citizens of Elturel swear an oath called the Creed Resolute, which binds them to defend the nation of Elturel. I met him years ago, and my instincts told me he was a charlatan. Afterward, I grew to suspect that he had cut a deal with one or more powerful devils, using the Creed Resolute to bind all Elturel to his dark deal. I wish to prove my theory, and I believe the evidence is locked inside this puzzle box. And Felster hands it to Sylvira, and she looks at her little closet familiar and says, Jezebel, fetch me a flask of dark liquid, and go grab Sephrin. I think she could help us out in this matter. And the little closet goes, and kind of just vanishes for a moment.
You got that a specialist for this kind of thing?
Well, I think I'm a specialist, but if what I believe is true, you might be going somewhere. And I think sending my assistant could be beneficial. And at that moment, Jezebel reappears on the desk with a flask of this dark liquid, and in walks another tiefling. So, Steve, if you'd like to describe what your character looks like.
I would be happy to. You see, stumbling in, arms full of seemingly very weighty, probably expensive and not to be dropped tomes that she is probably dropping like flies. A kind of slightly blue-skinned tiefling has kind of wire-rimmed glasses, kind of slightly curly hair, kind of a dark blue down to the shoulders. Her horns are a little on the curled side, and her clothing is kind of a weird mix of like relatively aristocratic, or at least kind of well-dressed clothing. You know, like you can kind of see bits of a waistcoat and some, undershirt under what seems to be kind of like protective leather armor that seems to be kind of splotched with various burns, and parts of it are slightly dissolved. And you see her kind of stumbling. Oh, scheiße. I really hope that wasn't an expensive one. Yes, you called for me?
Yes. I think these individuals may have to go to, well, somewhere else, and I can't leave Candlekeep, so I think I might have to send you with them.
Oh, good. I actually get to travel. Oh, hello there. I am Severin von Brandt. It is excellent to meet you. You are certainly a motley group of folks.
A Mortis Houndhammer. I guess I'm the most experienced out of the bunch here.
Yeah, I mean, you're the oldest.
That too.
Mm-hmm.
You also see this jackal-like humanoid, kind of in like leathers and strapped with daggers and other just, assassin-esque equipment. And this, hey, I'm Kelzu.
Well, excellent to meet you. With what may how may I give you my assistance today?
So, well, I guess we shall find out in just a moment. And Sylvira kind of pours this liquid into the maze-like troughs carved into the box's surface. She then tips the box so the liquid flows in certain directions through the maze-like patterns until the box's horn inlay pops loose and breaks apart. And inside the box is a stack of 9 chain-linked plates, each 3 inches on a side, cast of dark iron and stamped with infernal runes. Who here can all understand infernal?
Zephyrin can.
Yes. Salem knows infernal.
Okay.
Mortis does not, so he's just kind of looking at them interested.
Okay. I am sending both of you, Salen and Sephrin, what is inscribed on these runes as a private message.
Ooh.
On Zoom. And that's what you can read about it. If you choose to read it out loud, that is up to you.
Sephrin, like, she's not used to, like, working with other people. She's kind of used to being in her own corner, so she's just kind of mumbling under her breath.
Okay. I can read it as well.
Ooh, nice. Yeah. Oh. Huh? Salem's probably just like reading it and like just like big old eyes.
All right, and Sylvia's like, well, for the others in the room that do not understand Infernal, be it known to all that I, Fabius Krieg, High Overseer of Elturel, have sworn to my master Zeriel, Lord of Avernus, to keep the agreements contained in this oath. I hereby submit to Zeriel in all manners and for all time. I will place her above all creatures living and dead. I will obey her all my days and beyond with fear and servility. I recognize the dispensation of the device called the Solar Insidiator, hereafter called the Companion. In my capacity as High Overseer of Elturel and its vassal territories, I acknowledge that all that lands falling under the light of the Companion are forfeit to Zeriel. All persons bound by oaths to defend Elturel are also considered forfeit. I further recognize that this dispensation will last 50 years, after which the Companion will return whence it came, taking Elturel and its oath-bound defenders with it, if that is Zeriel's wish. All this is my everlasting pledge.
So I don't know what Zeriel is, but contextually that seems bad.
Zeriel is a fallen celestial who now reigns in Avernus as a archdevil.
Cool.
It seems like a lot.
It's quite a lot.
It's the most.
Okay.
I think I need to send you all to Elturel.
Elturel.
Are we going to be able to get some sleep on the way there?
No, you should sleep here.
I mean, we've been resting for however long it took us to get here, so
It's about a 5-day travel, yes.
Oof.
To get here, yeah, so I assume Shadowster would have let you sleep. Yes, I did.
Well, how? So we go to Elturel.
Yes.
How we get in? How do we get out?
So, this map might not be entirely reliable.
Ooh.
It's creative event mad making it. So Elturel has currently fallen into the 9 hells. So you'll be going to the 9 hells.
I'm starting to see why I was called for this.
Yes. Hold on as I find you a map of the Elturel. The layer of hells you're going to Avernus. As I post it into your Zoom chat.
As the guy's working, Sephrin reaches into kind of a pack slung over her back and produces this beautiful ceramic jug. Goes, would anyone like refreshments? My a jug of alchemy can create many forms of liquid nourishment. Wine, water, beer, whatever you would like.
Mortis probably wants a beer.
I would
Okay.
quite enjoy beer myself.
Okay. She kind of pats the jug, goes, 2 gallons of beer, please. You hear as the jug kind of fills up. Goes, okay. There should be. Oh, I did not bring glasses. No matter. I think I have. She kind of like peruses through her bag and brings out a couple like vials. I see these are clean. She kind of like pours out in like these Erlenmeyer flasks. She pours out this like otherwise great looking beer. Like there you go, and there you go.
Wonderful.
Well,
Thank you very much.
Now, as you enjoy your beverages, the sort of issue is getting to Avernus, the Nine Hells. Well,
yeah.
I could do it myself. I could prepare a plane shift spell and send you us there. But unfortunately, Candlekeep has magical wards placed to prevent such means to go to and from this place. You know, to prevent assailants from getting in. I do have an alternative plan, however, if you are interested.
Is this going to involve sneaking anywhere?
No.
I'm in.
It involves me sending you to my ally, Traxagor.
As long as I don't have to try any stealth shit. That's all him. Morris is just gonna point over his shoulder at Kelzer.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at it.
Not me.
All right.
I admit,
Well,
I'm not very good with stealth either.
I understand. I know. I've seen.
Like 3 vials of acid fall out of her some pockets. Like that.
So Saphira walks over to the box on the counter and kind of closes it up, and she puts it back in her. She puts it in her possession because it's very powerful. She doesn't want it falling into the wrong hands. And she says, "So yes, a wizard named Traxagor lives in a tower 20 miles from here. I've loaned him a spellbook or 2, so he owes me a favor. I can have you delivered safely to his tower, and he can use a plane shift spell to take you straight to Elturel. Even more importantly, Traxagor is looking after an old friend of mine. Someone with a history of battling devils in the Nine Hells, and I think you'll enjoy her company very much. Her name is Lulu."
Lulu.
Correct.
What a pretty name.
Yeah, she's quite the character.
Well,
You don't need to
that
leave
is Krieg made a bad deal. I'm just blown away. That is just that's not a good.
He's not the smartest book in the library.
Like, he might have been. It's like, I know 50 years is a long time for a human, but oof.
Yes.
Okay.
So, you don't have to leave right away. Feel free to do what you need to do here. You know, maybe go to the library, and if you need to learn more about the Nine Hells, you can do so there.
I love the library.
Yes. You won't learn any of the information about the Nine Hells anytime soon. It'll probably take you a day or 2 to get the information you'd want about the place.
Okay.
And as soon as you want to leave for Traxagor's, just come see me. And Fallister kind of just says, I don't think I'm going to follow you guys to hell. That makes sense. I'll stay here a few days, but I think I need to go back to Baldur's Gate. Business to attend to and all that. And, well, I'm not exactly prepared to go to the hell and fight devils and whatnot.
Right.
So what you're saying
Not
is
like
you're
us.
scared.
Not scared, just not strong enough.
Have it your way. Entirely understandable.
Yeah, I also Falster, are you gonna tell Zodge what's going on?
Most likely.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna get paid for this, right?
Probably not by the people you're doing mercenary work for. They probably don't care too much about. Well, we'll see. Who knows? Yes.
Maybe if we get proof that we saved Baldur's Gate, we can get some money out of them. We'll see what happens.
Yes, maybe some very wealthy people in Baldur's Gate may be interested in the world not, being sucked down into the nine hells.
I'm personally really interested in that. And interested in rubbing me saving the world in some choice faces.
Just don't.
Sounds fine to me.
Indeed.
I'm fireproof, but a lot of my favorite people are here.
Yes, me as well. Just don't make any deals don't make any deals down there. The devils do like to make their contracts and try to sign your soul over to things that just aren't worth it. So
I wouldn't know anything about that. Mortis says, slowly shifting from foot to foot in a nervous disposition.
Salem squints and is just like, oh, really? Internally, but says nothing.
Definitely just over her horns. She's just excited to be in a group.
Well, enjoy your time in Candlekeep. I have some work to do, thanks to this puzzle box. And she kind of just shuffles off towards her own little private library.
So, where would you like to go? There is a lovely inn further in town, or you could go to the library. You would love the library. There's so many interesting books there.
I'm not much of a book learning gal myself. But yeah, we could try that.
And, what about you, Modest? Do you have a preference?
I just wouldn't mind going down to your smithy and having to work on some of my equipment.
Okay, smithy. Could certainly work. Legitimately, would I even know where the smithy is?
Probably not, but you probably also wouldn't know that there actually isn't a smithy in Candlekeep.
Oh.
Probably not.
Because it's just
Too many hours.
It's more of a massive fortress that only has wizards in it. So no real need for armories.
Huh.
The only real place of worth is the hearth, the pub.
Well, that sounds... Well, if there isn't anywhere else to go, then the pub is fine with me. I can drink my worries away for the next little while.
Oh, she tops off his Erlenmeyer flask of beer.
Mm-hmm. You will drink your worries away, and I will read a book.
Oh, splendid. There are so many to choose from.
Cool. Great. I love research.
So where to?
I mean, I feel like we should probably get some rooms in the inn. What time of day is it about?
Probably about 3 p.m.
Okay. Yeah, Salem would be down to poke around the library. for a little bit and try to figure out what they can expect in Avernus.
Okay.
And then probably just pub.
Any objections, Mortis?
Why don't we hit the pub? You don't have anyone who sells armor or anything here, do you?
I wouldn't really know. I'm very sorry. I'm more of a chemist, an alchemist. I spend most of my time in the laboratory poring over research and mixing various magical and non-magical compounds.
So you also know the best way to mix liquor.
Well, I am proficient in brewer's kits, so
To
yeah.
the pub we go! And Morris is just gonna escort her along to the... Well, escort while following to the pub.
It's around that corner, down that street.
All right. So you all easily, with the guidance of Sephirin, find your way to the hearth. The pub has a low ceiling supported by massive wooden crossbeams and narrow shutter windows. A large fire pit in the middle of the room is surrounded by half a dozen tables and matching benches. Looks like it has room for maybe about 30 people. And only one patron really stands out among the rest. A ogre wearing a silver headband and reading a book in the corner.
So, here's the pub.
Morris heads straight for the bartender and orders up a couple drinks.
2 silver for everything.
And give me a couple rooms upstairs if you got any.
We don't have rooms. This is just a pub.
Fair enough. Anywhere we could rest if we need it.
You could probably ask Silvira.
All right.
All
Thank
right.
you very much.
You know, she owns the laboratory. Tiefling. Can't really miss her.
Or you can all sleep in my room.
There you go.
Why don't we do some drinking first, and then we'll worry about the rooming.
Yeah, I mean, also I can just maybe find like a nice alley or something. I'm not fussy.
We don't really have alleys.
What?
Yeah, just it's all nice streets, very well maintained.
This place is a lot different from where I'm from.
It's
Reminds me of the old dwarven cities. Very clean, very well cared for. It's a point of pride.
right.
Yeah, I'm just now realizing how cruddy Baldur's Gate is.
Yeah, Baldur's Gate's not great.
Yeah, no, it's just a weird feeling.
Well,
Well,
yeah, 2 silver for each drink. Enjoy yourselves.
all right.
Mortis drops 10 silver and keeps drinking until that is used up.
Okay.
What book is the ogre reading? Is there like a title on it?
The Sum of Theology by Saint Vithira.
Huh.
It's a very good
Yeah.
book.
That sounds like maybe Salen wants to go ask about, like, just kind of be like, hey, sup? And just kind of like sit down and like wait to be noticed.
All right. The ogre looks up. Hello.
Hi, I'm Salen, and what you reading?
I'm Little One, and Sephirin, you would recognize this ogre. You've seen them before. They're a quiet but popular fixture here in Candlekeep. The monks that live here always say hello to him, and always recommend him new books for him to read. And he goes, I see you're friends with Sephrin.
Yeah, we have just met today. We are just, I mean, I guess I don't know how many bars are here, so
This is it.
we are doing a very short pub crawl.
Ah, interesting. Yes, this is called the Psalm of Theology. It's written by a servant of Ogma, the god of knowledge.
Oh,
Can I assist you with anything?
well, yeah, hang on. I'm trying to figure out how much to say. Does it have any info about devils in it?
No.
Ah,
You could find books like that in the library if you're curious.
very curious.
I've
Yeah,
read
we
them once or twice,
Mhm.
but I don't really have much interest in that kind of thing.
Yeah. We just had a really bad run-in with a couple of imps. So.
Imps, they're very tiny.
Mm-hmm.
Nasty little bastards.
But yeah, I'm not really one for book learning. So I don't really.
Candlekeep is a very strange place for you to be in then.
That is what I keep telling myself. But I want to learn. I want to try. And, I heard you were the person to ask for book recommendations.
Who told you that?
Some guy. Everyone's wearing robes here. I don't know.
I'm not wearing robes.
Yeah.
I don't really have any sort of recommendations. I don't know what your tastes are like. You said you don't like books, so
Yeah, I'm trying to learn how to like books.
there's lots of books that teach you how to read. Sorry, I was meant to be funny.
Mortis is definitely sniggering in the background.
You could look into something about, I don't know, devils.
Mm-hmm.
You said you have an interest in devils for some reason.
Yeah.
The library may have the information you seek.
Well, that was a bust. Yeah, I mean, I'm down to just kind of.
Should probably do some research. Good tactics mean having a good amount of knowledge.
And the library is so wonderful.
It is pretty great. I'm going to go back to my book now. And the ogre kind of just looks down
You
and
do
keeps
that.
reading their book. It's nice to meet you. I am Little One.
Nice to meet you too.
Thank you, little one.
Yeah, so Salem's probably just gonna loop back, and whenever people are ready to go to the library.
Yeah. How drunk is Mortis by the end of that 10 silver?
Constitution saving throw.
Oh, getting me in trouble. Let's see what happens.
I mean, you're a dwarf paladin. This can't be that bad, right?
Mm-hmm.
You say that like you have hope.
But roll advantage.
That would be Constitution 17.
Not even buzzed.
Ha! take a lot more than this to. This is a nice little morning top up. Mortis is just gonna follow. Once he's done his drinks, he's just gonna follow along with the flask of. So he's probably still got a flask of beer sitting around.
Okay. So
He's
you
not
make,
in. Sorry, go ahead.
so you make your way to the library.
Yeah, I mean, doesn't seem like there was. Salem's probably kind of like enough of this nerd city.
Okay.
Yeah, Zephyrin goes with, and she's like vibrating with excitement.
Okay. You get into the library. It's 15 floors of just books, shelves filled with books. You probably couldn't. You get the idea. You probably couldn't read all of these books in a lifetime, unless you were, immortal. And a dwarf kind of wanders over, no facial hair whatsoever, completely bald, tattooed all over the head, wearing purple robes, and goes, "Well, how may I help you?" "Ah, hey, Zephyrin, what are y'all looking for?"
Hi, yes, we are in pursuit of books on devils, Avernus, that sort of thing.
"Alright, give me a second." Closes his eyes, and a spectral hand floats out and grabs 2 books from up on a shelf about 10 floors up, and brings them down. "Here you go. This one's about devils, and the other one's about the 9 hells."
Perfect, Danke. Thank you very much.
There's tables all over the place, so find a place that's comfortable. Don't spill anything on the books. Looking at Zephyrin. And,
I told you I was sorry. I don't know how that acid got out of my pocket.
right. And he kind of just wanders away.
So, reading. Yay!
Mm-hmm. Let's do this. Ready.
Alright. Which one are you reading first?
Yeah. Salen probably gonna look at the 9 hells.
Okay.
This map looks neat. If there's some infernal geography, that might be more her deal than.
Alright. The 9 hells has 9 layers. The first 8 are each ruled by archdevils that answer to Asmodeus, the Archduke of Nessus, the 9th layer. To reach the deepest layer of the 9 hells, one must descend, through all 8 of the layers above it in order. The most expeditious means of doing so is the river Styx, which plunges ever deeper as it flows from one layer to the next. Only the most courageous adventurers can withstand the torment and horror of that journey. But the layer you guys are more focused on is Avernus.
Mm-hmm.
And that says, no planar portals connect directly to the lower layers of the 9 hells by Asmodeus' orders. As such, the first layer of Avernus is the arrival point for visitors to the plane. Avernus is a rocky wasteland with rivers of blood and clouds of biting flies. Fiery comets occasionally fall from the darkened sky and leave fuming impact craters behind. Empty battlefields are littered with weapons and bones, showing where the legions of the 9 hells met enemies on their native soil and prevailed. The Archduchess, Zariel, rules Avernus, supplanting her rival Bel, who has fallen out of Asmodeus' favor and is forced to serve as Zariel's advisor. Tiamat, the queen of evil dragons, is a prisoner on this layer, ruling her own domain but confined to the hells by Asmodeus, in accordance with some ancient contract. Zariel's seat of power is a soaring basalt citadel, festooned with the partially incinerated corpses of guests who failed to earn the Archduchess's favor. Zariel appears as an angel whose once beautiful skin and wings have been ruined by fire. Her eyes burn with a furious white light that can cause creatures looking upon her to burst into flame.
Good thing I'm fire resistant. Yeah.
This is really intense and doesn't seem great for us.
There is also mention of the river Styx. But it just basically says, almost like an amendment, like someone wrote their own little addition to it, and it says, don't touch or drink the water.
Yeah. Good thing you've got that jug.
Yeah, that works out perfectly.
Yeah.
And the librarian kind of wanders back and says, no taking the books, by the way.
Oh.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we're going to bring this book to hell.
Okay.
It would probably just poof.
Watching you, and kind of just wanders away again.
Mm.
And then there's the second book about devils.
Devils.
Who wants to crack that one open?
I can't read it, so
Oh, it's written in common.
Certain in common.
Mm-hmm. Both were.
Can Mortis not read?
Mortis prefers not to read when possible.
Me too, but I'm doing it.
He's gonna pop it open. He's gonna start going through it.
All right. Devils personify tyranny with a totalitarian society dedicated to the domination of mortal life. The shadow of the nine hells of Baator extends far across the multiverse, and Asmodeus, the Dark Lord of Nessus, strives to subjugate the cosmos to satisfy his thirst for power. To do so, he must continually expand his infernal army, sending his servants to the mortal realm to corrupt the souls from which new devils are spawned. Devils live to conquer, enslave, and oppress. They take perverse delight in exercising authority over the weak, and any creature that defies the authority of a devil faces swift and cruel punishment. Every interaction is an opportunity for a devil to display its power, and all devils have a keen understanding of how to use and abuse their power. Devils understand the failings that plague intelligent mortals, and they use that knowledge to lead mortals into temptation and darkness, turning creatures into slaves to their own corruption. Devils on the material plane use their influence to manipulate humanoid rulers, whispering evil thoughts, fomenting paranoia, and eventually driving them to tyrannical actions. In accordance with their lawful alignments, devils obey even when they envy or dislike their superiors, knowing that their obedience will be rewarded. The hierarchy of the nine hells depends on this unswerving loyalty, without which that fiendish plane would become as anarchic as the abyss. At the same time, it is the nature of devils to scheme, creating in some desire to rule that eclipses their contentment to be ruled. This singular ambition is strongest among the archdevils, whom Asmodeus appoints to rule the 9 layers of the 9 hells. These ranking fiends are the only devils to ever sample true power, which they crave like the sweetest ambrosia. Devils are confined to the lower planes, but they can travel beyond those planes by way of portals or powerful summoning magic. They love to strike bargains with mortals seeking to gain some benefit or prize, but a mortal making such a bargain must be wary. Devils are crafty negotiators and positively ruthless at enforcing the terms of an agreement. Moreover, a contract with even the lowliest devil is enforced by Asmodeus' will. Any mortal creature that breaks such a contract instantly forfeits its soul, which is spirited away to the 9 hells. To own a creature's soul is to have absolute control over that creature, and most devils accept no other currency in exchange for the fiendish power and boons they can provide. A soul is usually forfeited when a mortal dies naturally, for devils are immortal and can wait years for a contract to play out. If a contract allows a devil to claim a mortal soul before death, it can instantly return to the 9 hells with the soul in its possession. Only divine intervention can release the soul after a devil has claimed it. The Nine Hells has a rigid hierarchy that defines every aspect of its society. Asmodeus is the supreme ruler of all devils, and the only creature in the Nine Hells with the powers of a lesser god. Worshipped as such in the material plane, Asmodeus inspires the evil humanoid cults that take his name. In the Nine Hells, he commands scores of pit fiend generals, which in turn command legions of subordinates. A supreme tyrant, a brilliant deceiver, and a master of subtlety, Asmodeus protects his throne by keeping his friends close and his enemies closer. He delegates most matters of rulership to the pit fiends and lesser archdevils that make up the infernal bureaucracy of the Nine Hells, even as he knows that those powerful devils conspire to usurp the throne of Bator from which he rules. Asmodeus appoints archdevils, and he can strip any member of the infernal hierarchy of the rank and status as he likes. If a fiend dies outside the Nine Hells, a devil disappears in a cloud of sulphurous smoke or dissolves into a pool of ichor, instantly returning to its home lair where it reforms at full strength. Devils that die in the Nine Hells are destroyed forever, a fate that even Asmodeus fears. The archdevils include all the current and disposed rulers of the Nine Hells, as well as the dukes and duchesses that make up their courts, attend them as advisors, and hope to supplant them. Every archdevil is a unique being with an appearance that reflects its particular evil nature. The greater devils include the pit fiends, Aranes, horned devils, and ice devils that command lesser devils and attend the archdevils. The lesser devils include numerous strains of fiends, including imps, chain devils, spined devils, bearded devils, barbed devils, and bone devils. The lowest form of devil, Lemures, are the twisted and tormented souls of evil and corrupted mortals. A Lemure killed in the Nine Hell is only permanently destroyed if it is killed with a blessed weapon, or if its shapeless corpse is splashed with holy water before it can return to life. Lots of stuff.
Yeah.
When the soul of an evil mortal sinks into the Nine Hells, it takes on the physical form of a wretched Lemure. Archdevils and greater devils have the power to promote Lemures to lesser devils. Archdevils can promote lesser devils to greater devils, and Asmodeus alone can promote a greater devil to archdevil status. This diabolic promotion invokes a brief, painful transformation, with the devil's memories passing intact from one form to the next. Low-level promotions are typically based on need, such as when a pit fiend transforms Lemures into imps to gain invisible spies under its command. High-level promotions are almost based on merit, such as when a bone devil that distinguishes itself in battle is transformed into a horned devil by the archdevil it serves. A devil is seldom promoted more than one step at a time in the hierarchy of infernal forms. Demotion is the customary punishment for failure or disobedience among the devils. Archdevils or greater devils can demote a lesser devil to a Lemure, which loses all memory of its prior existence. An archdevil can demote a greater devil to lesser devil status, but the demoted devil retains its memories and might seek vengeance if the severity of the demotion is excessive. No devil can promote or demote another devil that has not sworn fealty to it, preventing rival archdevils from demoting each other's most powerful servants. Since all devils swear fealty to Asmodeus, he can freely demote any other devil, transforming it into whatever infernal form he desires. The Nine Hells are a single plane comprising 9 separate layers. Oh, you already read that.
Yeah.
It actually has information on every single devil that I'm not going to read.
Yeah.
Because that's a lot. I will just post the rest of that in the Discord after the session. But that's basically the gist of what you gather from these books.
So I guess that gross bathtub man is a Lemure now.
Was ist
Well,
I do not know this motion.
Oh,
he's dead.
he's
He's dead.
We've killed a lot of people.
I mean, not the first bunch of people for me, but
Fair enough. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a lot. Not gonna lie.
We've had to take a few swings at people. If you're not ready to get bloody, this may not be the place for you to go.
No, believe me, I know blood. Before I came here, I actually worked as part-time, at least as a healer. So I've seen blood. Believe me.
That's good. We can always use healer around.
Yeah, more healing is good.
And what is it you two can do? I know we have introduced each other, but I'm not quite sure of your abilities.
Morris just taps his hammer. I smash things, sometimes with some special little power, sometimes without, but I smash things.
Okay, fairly straightforward.
I'm sneaky and I stab things.
Really good at stabbing.
Really good stabbing.
Like the best.
Not so great at the sneaking.
And I just big fan of trees and being outside in nature.
Changing into animals that can spy for us.
I do like doing that, yeah.
And transform into animals.
Mm.
That is amazing.
Yeah, I like being cats and spiders mostly.
Being a cat sounds very nice. Have you ever
It
turned
is.
into one and like napped in a sunbeam?
That's mostly what I use it for. Actually, before I was doing this.
Oh, that sounds so delightful.
Yeah, it was nice. It was nice. Yeah.
And I suppose I should probably describe more of what I do. As I mentioned, I am an alchemist. Broadly speaking, you would call me an artificer. I can do magic, but not through, wiggling my fingers or calling upon some ancient bloodline. I do it through potions. I can create healing potions. I have various bombs that can stabilize people. Sometimes I throw acid at, I'll be entirely honest, I mostly throw acid at the seagulls that poop on me while I'm trying to carry important papers back to the laboratory.
I know it's bad, and I know they have their place, and I know they are part of the weave that runs through all of the natural world. I don't love seagulls.
Yeah, they are not pleasant creatures. I also have various alchemical implements to identify magical items. I can set alarms. I can purify food and water. Quite a lot of things, actually.
Now, are you going to need any materials or components before we go?
Not currently. I actually have. I carry with me just in case I need it for emergencies or if there are seagulls about. I do have an alchemical kit, and she kind of once more reaches into her pack that you could swear this thing should not fit in this pack. She pulls out this fairly hefty looking chemistry kit, essentially. Yeah.
I mean, I have most of the plants I need with me always, so that'll be good.
Yeah.
That reminds me. Do you know where I can get some components for spells?
Well, this is a visiting city. DM, would I know of a place for that?
Probably Silvera's laboratory.
Oh.
Well, Severe's laboratory is certainly where I go for many of my less common reagents.
I'll have to see about picking up some things before we go.
Well, and I've been wondering, Mortis.
Yes.
Now this okay. If this is a dumb question, you can't laugh at me.
All right.
Can you turn regular water into holy water? Huh?
Certainly something I can't do.
Me neither.
Currently, no.
I believe you need the ceremony spell to do that.
Okay.
I just bless people, make them a little better, that's all.
Maybe we should get some holy water? Is that a thing we can get? Are there any clerics in this city?
Are there?
No. Not a lot of religious
Yeah.
worship here. It's mostly just knowledge.
You see Mortis reach in and pull out a water skin. I just got this. It's pretty much full to the brim. I gotta use it for some of my spells, so. Well, we got holy water at least.
That's
That's useful. That'll be good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I personally, I don't know if there's much more we can do here, but I don't know what we're gonna do. This just seems out of my scope personally.
It's a
Yeah.
bit bigger than a lot of us.
Yeah.
But I mean, if it needs doing, if the alternative is the material plane dissolving into the nine hells, what else can we really do?
Well, yeah, and I mean, it seems like an entire city is now sworn to Zariel. Like that seems really bad.
I know. I mean, there must be innocence in that city. Surely the whole city can't be damned.
No, yeah. Well, I mean, the whole city is damned. I think that's what the contract means, but I don't think they all should be.
So you think we should try and break this contract?
If we can.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sort of not feeling like there's much we can do. But also, maybe Traxagore has some idea with what to do. Maybe they know what's going on.
True.
Yeah.
Very true.
Well,
You know better than me. I'm not native to this area, so.
yeah, I mean, I don't really know who Traxagore is. Or who Lulu is.
Me neither. I'm mostly just an intern here.
I mean, should we get what we can from Silvera's laboratory? Rest up and head out at dawn?
May as well. You could have a sleepover.
We could do that.
Sure. Sleepover. That's what they call it.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
shall we head to the laboratory? Are there any other books you want to look at? There's a wonderful reference section.
Are there any, like, there's just every book in here, basically.
Sure.
I can also recommend the romance section.
There's a romance section?
Oh, yeah. What do you think all the wizards here do is look at formula?
Yes.
They're mortal too.
Exactly what I thought.
They're mortals too. They have to have some form of entertainment.
There's only one pub. Well, we can't take any of them out, though, right?
No, but if you wanted to have something to pass the time before going over to the laboratory.
What do you think, Mortis? Do you just want to get going?
I'll do whatever you guys want. I'm not really one for libraries.
Oh,
I can just sit around and drink for a bit, get some rest.
Please no drinking in the library. We kind of had to put a rule in place after Saffron spilled some stuff on some books, and
yeah, they had to put a sign up.
I will drink at the door to the library then.
So far as I know, they haven't. I haven't caused that rule to be needed yet.
Yeah, I mean,
Works for me.
I, for one, am super on my best behavior right now. But, yeah, I feel like Salem's not really a book gal, you know? And is probably feeling a little antsy after just basically the whole trip here of kind of doing nothing.
Kelsey's just like, I don't know. I don't care.
Yeah.
Well, shall we go to the laboratory then?
Yeah,
Sure.
let's do that.
Like a good idea to me.
Alright. So you guys take the hour or so it takes to get back to Sylvira's library, and she just says, are you ready to leave for the for Taraxago?
I
I think we're
mean,
about.
You were inquiring after some possible reagents, correct?
Just some basic spell components for me.
Oh, what do you need?
I just thought I'd get the general grab bag. You
But,
never know what comes up when
But
you're.
I kind of need to know what you're looking for, because I might not have everything.
ooh. Do you have any opalescent feldspar?
Any what?
Opalescent feldspar.
I don't know what that is.
Oh,
You know, it's like that's
I know
but
exactly
shiny.
what that is. Salen just pulls out like a little shimmery gemstone from like one of the many raggedy pockets she's got on her dress.
No, I don't think I have any of that.
Okay, well, I've got lots, so that's fine.
Also, I realize this is not exactly a divine-centered settlement, and I know I've certainly never asked for this before, but do you have any holy water on you?
I could take a look. Give me a moment. And she kind of wanders into like her lab and like looks around and comes back. No, I do not.
What's a shot?
Yeah. No, for sure.
Anything specific else?
I'm fairly good.
Yeah, no, I mean, I just need leaves and stuff for my spells. So,
I don't really need anything specific beside holy water right now.
And I, of course, have my alchemy set.
mm-hmm.
Well,
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I think we're fairly set.
Yeah.
all right. Follow me then, and she starts to lead you up. This way. Do not lag behind.
No lagging.
The creatures have instructions. Very careful instructions.
Creature?
Yes. And she ushers you to a crescent-shaped landing platform with a stunning view of the ocean. Waiting for you atop this platform are several Gryphons with saddles. Their handlers standing nearby to help you. So Gryphons have instructions to fly you to Traxagor's tower. Don't worry, it's very quite safe. And the handlers are getting strapping the saddles in, making sure everything's secure. So handlers will help you board the Gryphons, make sure everything is safe and comfortable for your journey. Best of luck to you all, and Sephrin.
Yeah?
Be safe.
I will do my best.
We got her. He's gonna knock on the shield on his back.
Alright. And she nods to you all and heads back down the stairs.
Oh, I have not ridden these animals before.
As long as you don't fall off,
A very
this is
live,
going to be great.
a very lithe kind of elf walks over. We take wonderful care of them. So, they're quite safe. They're far safer than horses, if you think about it. Not many people are going to see you traveling on Griffin back.
Yeah.
It's very true.
They prefer
Just
to stay in the
haven't,
clouds.
Just the kind of a dwarf who prefers his feet on the ground, if you know what I mean.
Yes. Unfortunately, this is the quickest route to Traxagor.
Who is
Yeah.
Traxagor? Do you know?
Oh, no, just a friend of Severa's. Apparently he's a very powerful wizard.
Well, I think Salem is just kind of really excitedly, almost freaking out about the Gryphons.
Mortis is just giving them just like an evil eye kind of. Definitely doesn't trust them.
I want to know their names. I want to know their favorite foods. I want to know what color they are.
Well, they're all look like a lion mixed with an eagle. Well, the back half of an eagle,
Yeah.
the front half of or the back half of a lion, front of an eagle. Very muscular body of a lion, and the head, 4 legs, and wings of an eagle.
Nice.
A bald eagle, and
A bald eagle.
yes, and he's like, whenever you're ready, get on board. We're here to help. Strap you in.
I am super ready. Yeah.
All right. You climb up on board. The handler starts strapping you in so you don't fall off the bridle while it's flying. They bring out a kind of stepping stool for Mortis.
Mortis kind of watches everyone else get on first before he gets on his.
All right. They strap Sephrin and Kelsu in without issue.
It just kind of goes, I really wish I had brewed some ginger ales this morning.
Just don't look down.
Right, just into the wide open sky.
Oh, I'm going to look down. I want to see everything.
I'm just gonna focus on whatever is not the sky. Mortis just pulls a chain out and starts fiddling with the chain in his hands.
All right.
Now that he's strapped in.
All right. As soon as you're all strapped in, the handler just claps his hands, and the Gryphons take flight and head out to sea,
Nice.
flying just below the clouds. Candlekeep looks no less majestic from the air, but grows smaller as the Gryphons soar westward. Large rocky islands pass below you, and beyond them lies the open sea. And the Gryphons are just swerving through the air in the clouds.
Zephyr is staring straight up. Just don't look down, don't look down, don't look down, don't look
Sensing
down.
your
don't look
nervousness, the Gryphon that you're on,
no.
Sephirin, does a barrel roll. Just
Oh boy, do I need an animal handling check?
oh no,
for that?
no. You're strapped in like well enough that you don't fall out. So this is just as a barrel roll, and it keeps flying.
Salem wants to ask the Griffin she's on if they can also do that.
It is not a beast, so it doesn't understand what you say, but it seems to kind of understand what you want. And yours does a bigger barrel roll, and then it just
Nice.
starts to dive downwards, just. And all the other Gryphons follow, going down
Whoa.
like a 90-degree angle. Just
I guess we're going down.
the wind is just howling through your ears. You can't hear anything but the howling wind. And then as soon as the Gryphons are maybe 15 feet from the ocean, they correct course and go back up towards the clouds.
Nice.
Zephyr is just burying her head in the feathers. Just, okay, forget this.
Okay. How's Mortis doing?
Mortis has been paying attention to this chain in his hands very intently and trying to ignore the fact that he is way in the air. And when things started diving, he just sort of went really green and then really pale.
Constitution saving throw.
19.
You throw open your mouth, but you swallow it.
Ooh.
You just see him kind of clenching his eyes and clenching his mouth and holding on to like feathers or whatever he can as they're starting to go down.
Alright. After a long journey, about 2 hours or so, you see a windowless, doorless stone tower which somehow floats in the sky ahead. The Gryphons pass through jagged holes, riddling the tower's conical peak to land on the top floor below, which has a spiral staircase leading down. And the bridles become they unsnap and unclasp, and you guys are all free to dismount your Gryphon.
Sweet.
That is certainly convenient.
Mortis
Yeah.
scrambles off as quickly as he can.
Kelder's like, I kind of liked it.
Walking sucks now.
I really
Ugh.
never want to get on one of those.
That was kind of fun.
That was terrifying.
one of the greatest things ever, actually.
And the Gryphons all kind of like curl up on the spot and like relax for a little bit.
Oh, they're cute and I love them.
Right, let's descend, I suppose.
Yeah, I think down the stairs is probably where we want to go, right?
Yeah. I mean, I hope Traxador is expecting us.
Oh, yeah,
But
hopefully.
we should watch out.
Nah, screw it, and Kelzu just kind of goes down the stairs.
All right.
Maybe you should. Okay. There it goes.
Oh,
Well,
will be fine.
just in case, Sephiroth will pull out a small vial of slightly greenish-looking liquid. You never know.
Alright, does everybody follow Kelzu down the stairs?
Yeah, follow Kelzu.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mortis has his hand on his hammer. He's kind of being careful as he watches.
Mhm.
Sure. One level down, you see a cluttered chamber illuminated by various objects upon which continual flame spells have been cast. Scurrying around the room is an otter dressed in a tiny red cassock. The otter mumbles to itself in common, mentioning something about a tuning fork. Suddenly it takes notice of you and stands upright. Lulu, wake up! Our guests have arrived!
Oh, you are adorable.
Don't call me adorable. At the sound of her name, a small elephant with golden fur appears from under a pile of blankets near a table strewn with alchemical equipment. The elephant takes to the air on feathery wings and lets out a meow.
Oh.
So, are you the ones that Silvira sent? The little otter says.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
What?
But I mean, it's the elephant.
Yeah. The elephant.
That's
no,
Lulu.
definitely the elephant.
Oh, that is Lulu.
I'm
Okay.
Traxigor.
Ooh.
You're Traxigor.
Yes.
That was my assumption. Yeah.
I was polymorphed into an otter. I liked it, preferred it, so a wish spell made it permanent.
Oh.
Fair enough.
I mean, do you ever have trouble with, like, getting things from high shelves, or?
No,
Fair enough.
I do magic.
Fair.
I am going to try to be an otter. Soon.
Well, you can now add otter to your wild shape things because you technically have just seen an otter.
Sweet.
And he goes, "Well, I'm looking for me my tuning fork. So, and if you want to help, it'd be greatly appreciated. It's so I can cast plane shift and send you where you need to go."
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we can
yes,
help.
of course.
So everybody, give me perception checks.
Okay.
Perception. Could I possibly make that investigation?
Perception.
Perception. Okay, fair enough. That is
Not great.
perception is a 7.
Okay. Kelzu got a 13. What did Salem get?
11.
Mortis.
That is a 16.
Mortis, you find the tuning fork. However, Sephrin, you find something else digging around.
Really?
Yeah.
You find... Roll me percentile dice.
Okay.
So a D100.
Right.
Dum, dum, dum.
Uh, 52.
52. You find 2 toy soldiers, one with a missing head.
Oh. Well, I'll say charming.
Traxor looks at them and goes, don't remember getting those. You can keep them. I don't care.
Oh. Fair enough. Perhaps. Well, I guess where we're going is there won't be any starry-eyed child, but perhaps in the city we're supposed to go to.
Thanks for finding my tuning fork. And he kind of scurries over to Mortis and reaches up a little otter hand.
Mortis has probably pinged it against his armor, his shield, and his hammer by now. And then he hands it over.
Thank you.
This is pretty cool. I may have to get me one of these.
It'd be useless for you, but okay.
I think just to make the noise. I don't think for a plane shift.
Oh. Well, that makes sense. What Whenever you're ready, I guess I can take us all to Elturel.
Cool.
No rush. Well,
That's
technically there's a bit of a
terrifying.
rush.
I think there is a
Are
Are
rush.
you gonna put this? You gonna put us right inside where we need to be, or are we gonna have to find our way in?
I'll be putting you where you should be.
Handy.
Or the most safe place where you don't die instantly.
That would be useful.
If you die instantly, I think Sylvia will be very upset with me for killing her assistant.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's Lulu. She will be going with you.
Great. So what? Not that I think we can really do anything, but what are we gonna do when we get there? Wander around?
We've been told what's wrong, but we never really were given any objectives for what we should do. So if you can point the way to something that we should do.
Well, I don't know what you're doing.
Cool.
I just got told I should probably send y'all to Avernus. And
Right.
Lulu has got more knowledge about the place than I do, so that's why she's going
Oh.
with.
Oh, well, that certainly helps then.
I was with the Angel Zaria when she assembled her army of Hell Riders to attack Avernus.
There's something very clashing between what you just said and what you look like.
The little gold elephant kind of floats over, continuing to speak. It says, "Through the gate we went, tearing the through devils like song through air. Victory was within our grasp until some of the Hell Riders betrayed us. They retreated through the gate and sealed it behind them. Before she was captured, Zariel told me to hide her sword so that it wouldn't fall into evil hands. Someone helped me hide the sword, but I don't remember who. We found a place to hide it, but I don't remember where. I escaped to Avernus, but I don't remember how. Most of my memory is gone, and I don't remember why."
You remind me of a song I heard years ago.
Oh.
So, if we find this sword, what would we be able to do with it?
I think stop everything from happening?
And you had it
That's
where in
good.
Avernus do you think you had it last? Do you
I don't
remember?
know.
So a good first idea would be to find the sword.
Okay.
Or find the person who helped you hide the sword.
Yeah.
And who knows, maybe going for a tour around Avernus will jog your memory.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I'm hoping, and maybe friendship.
Friendship is always a viable option.
I like friends.
Yeah.
Well, you help us out, and you made a few new ones right here.
Well, whenever you guys are ready to go, I'm ready. I'm looking forward to kicking evil's butt.
Fair enough.
And literally, she is just a little yellow elephant with feathery wings that flies around. Probably about the size of a small dog.
Fair enough to Mortis. He's
Okay.
I'm
Sure.
ready to go whenever anyone else is.
Okay.
Let's
I
go.
mean, I'm as ready as we'll ever be. So let's do it.
All right. Traxigor kind of takes the tuning fork and sort of stands in the middle of the floor and he goes, "Everyone get in a circle. Hold hands. Otherwise you'll get left behind."
Fair enough.
Mortis glares at Kelzu for a minute before grabbing his hand.
All right. As you stand together
Don't
in a
you
circle,
steal anything from me, boy.
I'm not going to. Traxigor taps the tuning fork on the floor and casts his plane shift spell. And as you guys all teleport, you'll also level up to 5th level.
What?
Nice.
That's wild.
That works for me.
And we will get right to where everything happens.
Cool.
Well, alrighty. So,
What is this?
a hot, stinging air assaults your senses. The city street in which you stand is lined with buildings that are crumbling, if not already collapsed. The ground shudders beneath your feet. Red smoke, 400-foot diameter sphere of darkness discharges strokes of bluish-white lightning that strike the city at irregular intervals. Perched atop a distant bluff overlooking the rest of the city is a crumbled fortress. Traxigor looks up at the black orb nervously, utters a few arcane syllables, and disappears in the blink of an eye. He has cast Time Stop.
Oh, okay.
So everything, basically, you guys can kind of get your senses and everything without being detected currently, because everything else that is not around you is basically frozen in time.
Cool.
And Lulu is just like, oh no. You guys have you guys get the idea. You have about a few minutes before. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And
I'm just leveling up.
she looks around and goes, "Well, this is kind of familiar." And she goes, "Oh, hold on a second. I remember how to do this." And she casts the light spell at will. Well, I remember how to do that now, so that's good.
Yes. See, you're already getting your memory back.
I hope so.
Okay. So what's the play now that we're here?
Well, what are we looking at right now?
You guys are looking at... you're in a city street, lined with buildings that are crumbling, if not already collapsed. Ground shudders, and in the red smoky sky, a 400-foot diameter sphere of darkness discharging strokes of bluish-white lightning that strike parts of the city at irregular intervals. And perched atop a distant bluff, a cliff, overlooking the rest of the city is a crumbled fortress.
But we don't see, like, any people. We don't see any bodies.
Not right now.
Okay.
And then that's when the time stop spell ends.
We should get cover.
Agreed.
Yeah. Kelsey's like, yeah, totally.
Yep.
I don't want to be out in the open.
All right. Is there a building nearby that looks
Totally.
fine?
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
So you guys are racing towards that?
I think that would be the smart thing to do at the moment.
Yeah, okay. Lulu kind of like flying through the air behind you guys. Around the corner of this still standing structure runs a woman with 2 toddlers, one on each arm. In her wake amble 3 infernal monsters with glaives and snake-like beards. The fiends are just laughing.
Oh.
This is certainly not shelter.
No.
You two are the professional adventurers. What should we do?
I mean, do they see us, the devils?
Not currently, but I will need everybody to roll initiative.
Oh.
Okay.
Ooh, that's good.
Okay.
And I'll ask everybody what you got in a moment.
Yeah, no problem.
Ooh, natural 20. All right, what more does get?
Alex is muted at the moment.
Oh.
You're muted.
That would be a natural 20 minus 2
Nice.
for 18.
Okay.
Jeez.
And Salen?
Sorry about that.
I got a 22.
All right.
19
And
plus 3.
okay. And Sephirin.
7.
Nice, nice, nice.
Okay. So, Lulu goes first, and Lulu flies towards the devils, trying to defend the mother and her children. She just immediately flies over there.
Uh-oh.
And she approaches the devils. I'm gonna roll their initiative now.
Oh boy.
Alrighty. Oh, okay. That's not great.
Uh-oh.
Alrighty. Yeah, she flies over, doesn't really do anything. Just stop! Get away from them! And that'll bring it to Salen.
Oh, okay. Gee. Oh man, well, I'm gonna probably cast a little moonbeam at one of the devils.
Okay, if you cast Moonbeam, it'll hit the family.
Oh, will it? Okay, shit.
And Lulu.
Oh no.
Yeah, they're all kind of clustered around each other at this point.
Dang.
Yeah.
Okay. Huh. Really? But it's a 5-foot radius.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then I guess I'm gonna have to just. How much room do we have?
They're about 30 feet away.
Okay. Is it like a big wide street? Like.
Not really. More like a clustered little alleyway.
Oh. All right. That kind of sucks. What I will do. Like, how wide is the alleyway?
About 15 feet.
About 15 feet. Okay. So I can be a large creature.
Mm-hmm.
And not. Okay, cool. I am going to wild shape into a giant spider.
Okay.
Because we're not in tiny, tiny little thingies anymore. Yeah, and I'm just going to try to rush. And I guess I would have to. Like, if I were to web the devils, I would get the family too.
Yeah, most likely.
Dang. Okay, I'm going to try to just attack one of the devils.
Okay,
Just with a bite.
Yeah, make an attack roll.
Yeah, little bite attack. Oh, that's going to just be a 15.
A 15.
Mm-hmm.
A 15 does hit, however.
Oh, cool. Great. That is going to be not that much damage, but that's nothing. Oh, that's not bad. Math. 9 points of just piercing damage, and then a little poison damage.
You get the sense it's immune to poison damage.
Shoot.
And the
All right.
and the condition as well.
Okay. So that's just 6 damage.
Immune to poison. Yeah, so immune to poison. Yeah, doesn't take anything.
Or 9 damage. So, yeah, no poison. I won't even roll it. Dang.
Anything else?
2 poison. That is probably going to be it for me. I just want to try to get in the way, but let the family through if they want to keep running.
Okay. That'll bring it to Kelzu, who is going to just toss daggers toss a dagger at the one you just hit. That'll hit.
Nice.
For 8 piercing damage. That'll be 4 piercing damage though because of resistance. And then Kelzu's just gonna use his movement to get up there and try to kind of also block the family off.
Mm-hmm.
And then Mortis.
Muted.
Mortis is already moving towards the devils. As they're moving, like he shouted the question, but he basically shouted his question as he was moving. So he's just gonna get as close to one of the devils as he can, and start swinging.
Sure.
That is going to be. I think I can do 2 attacks now. Attack. Ooh, yes. All right, so oh no. First attack is 13.
13 just hits.
Oh, lucky.
Okay.
That is 9 damage.
Reduced to half.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, and he's gonna take a second swing at him.
Sure.
That is 13 again.
Yep. Hits as you swing your hammer twice. Just
Cool.
That is 10. And then as the hammer comes down, he growls, "Burn, damn you!"
Okay.
And uses Searing Smite.
Okay.
Heck yeah.
At level 2. That's 2 points of fire damage.
Alrighty. Wait, fire? No damage.
Ah!
Anything else?
That'll be it.
Okay. The one everyone's been attacking is going to attack the mother. With its glaive.
Yeah.
Which hits. And he kind of just stabs it in her belly. Doesn't go for a mortal wound and renders her unconscious. And she falls to the ground with her 2 toddlers, who are basically considered non-combatants. So yeah, she's unconscious. And then this fiend is going to pick up the mother and put her on his shoulder, and he's going to swing the glaive at Salen. Or sorry, no, he's going to swing the glaive at Mortis. And that is a 23 to hit.
Dang.
Yeah, that hits.
Alright, you take 4 slashing damage and need to make a Constitution saving throw.
More damage. Constitution saving throw. Oh no, that is 7.
That's a fail. You gain an infernal wound.
Ooh.
Oh no.
So at the start of your turn... Oh, sorry, I forgot to roll something. You take 4 points of damage.
Okay.
Well, you lose 4 hit points. And at the start of your turn, you'll continue to lose hit points.
Oh crap.
You can use an action to try to stop the wound. That'll end its turn, bringing it to... She's unconscious, bringing it to one of the other devils, who is going to swing at Salen.
Okay.
12 to hit.
That does not hit.
Alright, it's going to swing again at you.
Haha.
And that misses as well. Alright,
Yeah, my armor class is 14.
that'll bring it to Sephrin.
Okay, Saffron, definitely out of her element, and looks at the devils before her, goes, okay, poison, no good. Fire, no good. Let's roll the dice. And she takes out a, probably a, not exactly a pleasant looking jar. Looks like it has like a viper's stomach in it,
Okay.
as well as some other weird bits and bobs. She's like, I was hoping this works, and she's going to shake it up, kind of aim it like a howitzer, and boom, she's going to cast Melf's Acid Arrow at the devil that has the woman slung over their shoulder.
Alrighty.
So that's an attack roll from me. That is a 10.
That unfortunately misses. The devil sees what you're doing and just ducks as the acid arrows go.
Thankfully, some of it still does hit him. It goes for half damage. So that is... Well, I mean, it's still 44, but... Okay, that's still 5 damage, and I also add another 5 on top of that because of my alchemist specialty.
Okay.
Plus 5 to any attack roll that, or any spell that either restores hit points or does like poison, fire, acid, necrotic damage.
Okay.
So 15 points of acid damage.
Alrighty.
Cool.
Nice. Anything else?
Or I'm so sorry, that would be 10 points. I forgot to have it.
Okay.
Still, 10 points of acid damage.
Nice.
Other than that, she will get out this tiny like buckler. Like you get the feeling this little shield is much more suited for just kind of keeping safe in a city, not in the depths of hell. But she has it out.
Okay.
And that'll be her turn.
Alrighty. The final devil is going to use an unarmed strike on one of the toddlers
Oh.
and crack its head off the pavement.
Ah.
That'll hit. The child is rendered unconscious. He slings that one over his shoulder and then moves to the second one with another unarmed strike and cracks that one's head off the ground, rendering both unconscious, puts them over both of his shoulders. So at this point, the entire family are unconscious and being held by the devils, which will bring it to Lulu.
Great.
Lulu's we have to save them! And she is going to kind of point her trumpet where it only gets the devils. And she's going to use her trumpet of blasting. And it's a very loud trumpet. It can be heard out to a range of 600 feet. So So just burn.
Nice.
And the devils need to make Constitution saving throws. That's a fail. That's a success.
Boo.
And that's a fail. So they will take 5d6 thunder damage, the ones that failed. And will be deafened for a minute.
Nice.
And you watch as one of the walls is just one of the buildings is completely collapsed from the damage from the thunder. Just poof. So 15 damage to the one. The one holding the mother looks incredibly weak right now.
Cool.
And then the one holding the two children looks somewhat okay.
Okay.
And that is the end of her turn, bringing it to Salen.
All right. This is silly. I'm gonna have to just back the hell up.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll take an opportunity attack
Alrighty.
if need be.
Yep. That's only a 10 to hit.
Oh yeah, no, that doesn't hit. And then I'm gonna hit the one, or I'm gonna try to hit the one that's holding the kids with a web.
Sure.
So, oof, that's not gonna. That's just a 10 to hit.
Yeah, the web kind of just goes out, but hits the side of the walls. Just
Yeah. Damn. Okay. Yeah, that's my action. So that's it.
all right. Kelzu is going to stab the one holding the kids,
Yeah.
and we'll not get sneak attack because the other fiends are right there. So he's going to use the scythe. No, yeah, going to go for a short sword stab. Nope, that is a 11 to hit. So it kind of just spins and parries with the glaive, bringing it to Mortis. Mortis, you take 3 points of health loss. Not specifically damage, you just lose 3 hit points. Oh, sorry, Constitution saving throw. You don't lose those hit points, you just gotta make a con save. I think you're muted.
That would be a 17. Sorry about that.
17 succeeds. You do not take an infernal wound.
Nice.
But yeah, it's your turn.
He's gonna growl. Morris is gonna growl at the one that's closest to him,
Mm-hmm.
and he is going to swing his hammer once again.
Sure.
At the one closest. Oh, natural one.
Just blocks your hammer with just relative ease. Your infernal wound kind of making your attack sluggish for a second.
Second one is dirty 20.
That'll hit. Roll damage.
That's 11 damage.
Reduced to half, which would be rounded down 5. You cave that one's head in, and he drops the mother onto the pavement, and she's just laying there unconscious.
Mortis brings up his shield to cover the pair of them, and growls, "Come back here, you little fuckers! I'll show you what you deserve." And that's it for his turn.
All right, that'll bring it to one of the other devils. Oh, wait, that devil's dead. Never mind. That'll bring it to, the devil that looks like it succeeded on the trumpet blast is going to move towards, actually no, it's going to move towards Sephrin and make an attack with its tentacle beard and its glaive.
Okay.
For the beard, that is a 21 to hit.
Oof.
That hits.
All right, you take 6 piercing damage and need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
As this beard kind of just like stabs into you. Just
Online dice roller does not like me today. That is a 3.
Alright, you are poisoned for 1 minute. While
Fair
poisoned
enough.
in this way, you cannot regain hit points. You can
Okay.
repeat the saving throw at the end of each of your turns, ending the effect on a success, and then as its beard sinks into your flesh, it's going to spin the glaive around and go to stab it into your belly.
Okay.
And that is a dirty 20 to hit.
That also hits.
Alright, you take 7 slashing damage and need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Okay, and Constitution saving throw.
Correct.
9.
That is a fail. You take an infernal wound.
Okay.
That'll end that one's turn. Bringing it to Sephrin. You
Okay.
can use a medicine check as an action to try to stop the wound.
Okay.
That is your action to do that.
All right. She.
Oh, start your turn. Sorry. Constitution saving throw to see if your infernal wound makes you start to bleed out.
Okay. 8.
That is a fail. You take 4. You lose 4 hit points as you
Okay.
start to bleed out.
Okay. She's looking a little rough. So, how close are all these devils? Are they still kind of closely?
One move to
together?
get within 5 feet of you, so it's like right in your face. The one is dead. Its head caved in on the ground. It's completely destroyed because it died in the 9 hells. And the other one is holding 2 children about 10 feet away from you.
Okay. What the heck? Let's try the medicine check to stop up the infernal wound for the action.
Alright, so give me a medicine check as your action.
Okay. Okay, that's a lot better. It is 18.
18 succeeds. You staunch the wound, so you no longer have an infernal wound.
Okay, then as a bonus action, she is going to how to put this. It's weird casting with potion because some of these don't quite work so well. Actually, she'll take like a little out of world. It almost looks like a little shotgun shell.
Okay.
She puts it to her lips and she blows in, and this kind of golden gas and this melodious note comes out, and that this gas kind of seems to carry this melodious sound over to the mother. She's going to cast Healing Word.
Awesome. Cool.
And they'll be may as well just do it at first level.
Yeah.
So that is 1d4 plus 5.
Cool.
Okay. That is she regains 8 points of health.
All right, she's back at max.
Okay. And I think Sephrin is going to incurring a strike of opportunity. She's going to kind of back away closer to Mortis.
All right, so that one, it will swing its glaive at you. That's a 23 to hit.
That hits.
All right, so that is 11 slashing damage
Okay.
and Constitution saving throw to see if you do not get another infernal wound.
Can do. Come on. 4.
You get your infernal wound back,
Okay. Fair enough.
but you are now side by side with Mortis.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. That'll bring it to the one that has 2 children on its shoulders. The one that is technically engaged with Salen and Kelzu. It's going to take its glaive, look at the mother on the ground, realize that the people in the vicinity are more of a threat. And it's going to swing the glaive at Kelzu first. That'll hit. That's a 24 to hit. I'm rolling really good with this dice tower.
Dang.
That is 5 slashing damage. And Kelzu needs to make a Constitution saving throw to see if they get, Infernal Wound. That's a 13. That succeeds. So no Infernal Wound. And then the beard is going to strike back at Salen.
Okay. The beard.
Oh, no, you disengaged. Never mind. The beard's going to go back and go for Mortis. Yeah. 16 to hit. I don't think that hits.
That fails.
So you bring your shield up and the beard tentacles just pierce into the shield. They kind of break through the other side a little bit and they wriggle around and then they get pulled out of the shield.
Gross.
That'll bring it to Lulu again, who's going to just do another she's going to whistle her trumpet blasts. Can she do that? She's going to just try to stab the one that has the kids with her tusks.
Okay.
Sure, yeah.
That hits. That's a 21 to hit. She stabs in the back of the head with her tusks. It takes 4 piercing damage, but reduced to half, it takes 2 piercing damage. And it's like, ugh, as this little flying elephant sinks her tusks into the back of this thing's head. And she's like, I'm trying to help. And that'll bring it to Salen.
Okay. So I'm in the back. I am a giant spider.
Mm-hmm.
Would I know that Seraphim can't regain hit points right now? Would I know that?
Probably not.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Sephron.
Different, yeah.
You can do that at the end of your turn. Not as like a free thing to do. So for your last turn, Sephron, give me a Constitution saving throw to see if you're poisoned or not.
Okay. Come on, Dungeon Dice Roller. Come on. Don't screw with me here. Okay, that actually worked. 17.
You are no longer poisoned, so you can regain hit points. Either way,
Okay.
Salen wouldn't know that.
No, yeah, I wouldn't know that. But probably looks pretty bad, right? Like pretty beat up.
Yeah, she's not looking so hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, looking at the.
Okay. Well, so I'm gonna drop my wild shape, and I am going to do a little healing spirit.
Cool.
Okay.
Just gonna cast, not 3rd level. Come on now. Yeah, so it's just gonna take the form of a tiny green glowing translucent otter.
Nice.
Yeah. and he's just gonna like hang out and give you 1d6 hit points.
Oof. I just looked at the extension. Sephron is not doing good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's going to be whenever you or a creature you can see moves into the spirit space for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, I can cause the spirit to restore 1d6 hit points.
Okay.
Not as an action. Yeah, so it's going to be 4 hit points for you.
Okay.
Just a little.
Back into double digits. All right.
12.
Heck yeah.
All right. Anything else?
That's a bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
bonus action. Why didn't I take Shillelagh? What is wrong with me?
Don't know.
It's a good spell.
It's a great spell. Yeah, I can do a Thorn Whip, right? Like I can do a cantrip.
Yes. If it's not a... If it's a... Yeah. Sure, why not?
Yeah, so I'm gonna oh my gosh, D&D Beyond, come on. Yeah, I'm gonna just pull out a little gnarled little bit of thorns and just cast Thorn Whip at whichever devil looks the shittiest.
That'll be the one with the 2 children on its shoulders.
Cool, that's the one I want anyways. That works out great for me. Okay. Oh, fuck God. How did I do with D6? Ooh, that's good, that's good. That's going to be an 18 before my spell mod.
That'll hit, yeah, so...
Ha ha ha! Get back here. You're not going anywhere. And if the creature is large or smaller, the creature is pulled up to 10 feet closer to me.
So it's pulled right up into your face.
Love it. Love that again. And yeah, that is only 1d6. Oh, no, it's 2d6 because I'm at 5th level now.
Yeah.
Lit. So yeah, that's just going to be 6 points of vine damage.
Cool. And then the vines wrap around it and you pull it closer to you. Right up into your face, basically. And it just snarls. It turns to you. It's like purple skin, its face, its teeth, its weird tentacles. It just snarls at you. Just...
I feel like Salen's like not phased.
Anything
this has just been a weird day. No, that'll be my deal.
Alrighty. Kelsey's going to use a cunning action to disengage.
Cool.
And kind of get beside Salen, and the bolts of the grave are going to hit the one holding the children. So
Love
roll
it.
to see if that hits. Yeah, that'll hit. So 3d6, because Kelsey did not do their sneak attack damage. Sneak attack, so
Nice.
this replaces it.
5, man. It's a good subclass.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I think it's necrotic.
Yeah.
I just want to double check. That would suck. Necrotic damage, cool. And they're not resistant to necrotic or immune to necrotic, so cool. That's the full damage. That is 10 necrotic damage to that one with the kids. And then posts up right in front of it. That's cunning action. That's a bonus action, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Then it's going to do an action and go to stab with a short sword. Right in its belly. And that is a... That hits. It's a 13 plus 8.
Sweet.
So 7 slashing, reduced to half, unfortunately. It'll be 3. Stabs it right in the belly. Or piercing, because it's a short sword. Right in the belly. That brings it to Mortis. Constitution saving throw. For your infernal wound.
That would be a 15.
That succeeds. You do not take any damage from your infernal wound, but you still have it.
How many are dead? How many are left? 1 or 2?
2. One with the children looks really bad. The other one doesn't look too bad at all.
Mortis is going to go after the one that doesn't have the kids.
Okay.
So he's going to move in and start swinging.
Alright, so you run over and start swinging your hammer.
That is a 25.
Hits.
That is 8 damage.
Okay.
Second attack is 8.
That misses, unfortunately. Parries you again with the glaive.
Mortis is gonna growl. I'm gonna fuck you up, you little.
Okay. Anything else? Or is that it?
That's it.
Okay. The mother's going to stand up, take out her longbow that she has.
Okay.
And you notice she has silvered arrows.
Oh.
Hey.
Respect.
And she's going to shoot at one of these devils.
Work.
Going with her kids, basically.
Yeah, I support it.
Okay. 11. That hits. She has proficiency with the bow, so that's a 13. That's what she needed exactly. So the arrow sinks into this thing, and you realize it does the full amount of damage.
Cool.
So, longbow. I forget how much damage a longbow does. 8. Alright. It takes 3 piercing damage as an arrow slams into its shoulder and just glares at her, and she screams, "Let go of my children!" Bringing it to the fiend that Mortis is attacking. And it's going to make 2 attacks against Mortis. With its beard first, that is a 24 to hit.
That hits.
You take 6 piercing damage and need to give me a Constitution saving throw with advantage because it's a poison effect.
Alright. No. 15.
15 succeeds. You are not poisoned. So then it's going to swing with the glaive and go to stab you in the stomach with the glaive. And that is only a 10 to hit, so you block it with your shield.
Yes.
Bringing it to Sephrin, I need a Constitution saving throw because of your regained internal wound.
Yep.
Oof.
Okay. It's an 11.
11 just fails, unfortunately.
Yikes.
So you take 3 hit point loss. You bleed out 3 hit points.
Okay.
But it's the start of your turn,
It is.
so the otter heals you for 4.
Okay.
Cool, so it doesn't matter.
All right. 1 point up from where I started. Okay. She's going to kind of back up
Oh,
behind.
and with that magical healing, your infernal wound closes.
Perfect. She's going to kind of back up behind Mortis a little bit, turn, and she's going to lob a vial of acid at the devil that's carrying the kids.
Okay.
So you're going to need a dex saving throw, DC 16.
Okay. For the healing sphere, does it happen to every creature in the radius, or creatures you choose?
Creature I choose. Yeah, it's a creature of your choice that you can see within range.
Okay, good.
Nope, that's healing word. That's the wrong thing. Hang on. Whenever you I can cause the spirit to restore 1d6 hit points.
And that's on your turn? Or on their turn?
On their turn.
Alright, because Mortis would be in that sphere.
Oh.
Because Sephron's right behind him.
Yeah. I mean it's just I guess it appears in a space that is a 5-foot cube.
Yeah, so they'd be within the same
Oh,
area.
cool. Yeah. I would give health to Mortis.
Okay, we'll do that right now. Because his turn.
Sweet. Yeah, 5 points.
Alright, so Mortis, you heal by 5. Your infernal wound closes. Sephrin, what are you doing? Sorry. Oh, the dex save. That's a 15.
Yep. 15, 1 below.
Yeah.
So that would be 2d6 plus 5 acid damage.
Totally.
Nice.
2d6 plus.
Is that a spell or a magical effect?
Cantrip.
So advantage.
Acid splash.
So advantage on the save. Because magic resistance. That is actually with that 18 plus 2, 20.
Well, unfortunately, that does make it.
Yeah.
So no damage then.
Correct.
Bummer. So just and it lets the acid kind of bubble on its skin for a little bit, and then just brushes it off.
That's unfortunate.
Anything
And-
else?
My action. How beat up is Mortis looking right now?
Don't know. Probably not too bad.
There.
Not too bad.
Okay. Guess that'll be your turn.
Alrighty. The fiend holding the children is going to take an attack of opportunity from Mortis. Because he's the only one within melee. So is Kelzu. And attempt to run away with the kids.
Boo.
So Mortis and Kelzu can make attacks of opportunities. Kelzu hits with his short sword.
Heck yeah.
It's 11, reduced to half. 5 piercing damage.
Mortis swings with a 14.
14 hits, roll damage.
11 damage.
Reduced to half. As it's turning away, you hit it in the side of the head and cave its skull in from the side, and it falls to the ground dead. And it drops the kids on the ground.
Nice.
So
Less noise.
there's one left, and that'll bring it to the top with Lulu, who is going to do another trumpet of blasting at that one. So it needs to see Constitution saving throw. 17. That fails, so takes half as much damage. So it takes 10 points of damage and is deafened. No, not deafened, but it takes 10 points of damage. And that'll bring it to Salin.
Cool. So has the devil been completely destroyed?
When they get destroyed in the hells, it doesn't matter. When they get killed in the hell, it doesn't matter.
Cool.
They're completely destroyed if they die down here.
Well, I mean, I guess it also doesn't really matter because I'm not going to heal the devil, even if I... Yeah. No, I'm just going to move the spirit to the kids.
Okay.
As a bonus action.
Sure.
To give them a little bit of HP.
Alright, they each have 1 hit point each, so they most likely just pop back up.
Cool. Alright, yep. And yeah, I'm going to Thorn Whip that one that is still standing.
They got attack roll.
Yeah. Which dice to use? Let me use this one. Oh no. Oh, that's yeah, no, that'll hit.
What'd you get?
That is, I got a 7, so it's going to be a 14.
14 just hits.
Yeah.
AC 13.
Yeah, I thought it was a 1
So-
because they look the same. Yeah, and that's going to be 9 points of piercing damage.
Okay. And it's pulled into your face again.
Love it. This is great.
Anything else?
No, having a monster pulled into my face was scary the first time. She's over it.
Okay. That'll bring it to Kelza, who's going to disengage again. Disengage. No. Movement, and then use cutting action to dash and go pick up the 2 kids.
Nice.
And that'll send bolts from the grave again.
Nice.
At this one. It's an 11 to hit. Unfortunately, it does not hit. The bolts go. So the dash action was a bonus action because of cutting action. You're going to turn around and throw a dagger. And that is a 14 plus 8. And that is 6 piercing damage reduced to half. That's 3 piercing damage.
Cool.
And the dagger sinks into this thing's back. Bringing it to Mortis, you are standing up close and personal with this one.
Mortis is gonna growl again. I'm gonna fuck you up good, boy. And he's gonna take a swing. He's going to attack. That is 12.
12 misses. A just parries the blow out of the way.
Second attack. Oh, even worse. That'll be an 8.
Kicks you in the stomach.
Bonus actions. Fine. You want to do this the hard way? And he is going to cast magic weapon on himself.
Is that a bonus action or an action?
That is a bonus action.
All right, cool. Anything else? Is that it?
That'll be it. He's going to stare down the devil and growl.
All right, the mother's going to fire another arrow from her longbow.
Yes.
Natural 1, unfortunately, so she kind of just like the arrow fires and just glances off the fiend's skin. She's going to swear, knock another arrow, bringing it to this fiend who's going to attack Mortis. Mortis, you'd have to use your movement speed to get up to it because it got pulled. So, yeah, it's going to use its beard against Salen.
Okay.
And that is a 13 to hit.
13 doesn't hit.
So you just duck as this
Wait,
beard.
yes, no, 13 does hit. I'm not a spider anymore.
Okay. So you
Yeah.
take 5 piercing damage. And you need to
Okay.
give me a constitution saving throw as this beard stabs into you.
Yeah, I got an 11 plus 13.
13 succeeds.
Nice.
And it's going to swing around and try to stab Mortis with the glaive. That is a 22 to hit.
That hits.
Alright, Mortis, you take 10 slashing damage.
Oof.
I need to give me a constitution saving throw. As it stabs us into your like belly and just twists.
Eesh.
That is an 18.
Alright, that succeeds. You do not get an infernal wound. And that'll bring it to Sephrin.
Okay. I would say she's going to try and use acid splash again.
Alrighty.
Vial of acid.
Yep. That is a 16.
Just reaches the AC.
So it saves,
Yep.
unfortunately. So it grabs the vial and just smashes it down on the ground.
No, see, that is just rude.
Anything else?
Yeah, she's going to cast Healing Word on Mortis.
Okay.
So that is 34 plus 5. It is 8 points of healing for you, Mortis.
How many points?
That is 8 points of healing.
Thank you very much.
Anything else, Sephrin?
That'll be it.
Alrighty. That'll bring it to Lulu, who's just going to fly at this fiend and try to poke its eyes out with her tusks. That is a 19 plus 3 for 22.
Heck yeah, poke those eyes.
And that'll be... Oh, weapon attacks are considered magical, so it does not have resistance. That is my bad. So either way, it's 2 piercing damage. So it's like... trying to like swat this little gold flying elephant. Size small, just so you get an idea how big she is. She's the size of a small dog. And that'll bring it to Salen.
All right. I'm gonna move the healing spirit back to Mortis and Seraphim.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be just 1 HP for Seraphim and 6 for Mortis. So, and yeah, just Thorn with the last devil standing.
All right, make an attack roll.
Oh, hey, that'll be a 16
16 hits.
plus stuff. So yeah,
Does not get pulled any closer because you're right in front of it anyway.
that's okay. Oh heck yeah, and that's gonna be 9 points.
Ooh, almost does it.
It's halved too, so I think.
It's not halved. It's magic.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Anything else?
The magic thorn. No, I'm good.
Alrighty. Kilda's going to come running up, leap through the air, and try to stab it in the back of the head. That'll hit, and it had one hit point left. So the dagger just pierces through the front of its head from the back, and it falls to the ground dead. And all of the bearded devils are defeated.
Nice.
Oh, scheiße, that hurt.
Yeah, that was bad. And then the mother is just going to say, "Thank you so much for helping." And she runs over and scoops up her kids and kind of cradles them in her arms.
Would you mind if I took a look at them?
Yes, please, please, please. And she...
Okay, so how bad are they? How bad are they messed up?
Well, because of the healing from Salen's healing spirit, everyone's at full.
Okay.
Yeah, and the healing spirit, I think, stays up for a minute.
Yeah. So basically,
So
at this point, it goes away.
Yeah.
But
Okay. Can I make a medicine check just to ascertain the general health of these two?
just by looking at them, you can understand that they're fine.
Okay. Okay, Giles. Okay.
Are you guys here to help?
Evidently.
Oh,
That was the plan. Yeah.
Are you one of the? Are you from the? You from the city that sank?
well, this is the city. This is Elturel.
Oh.
Holy shit! He actually got us right inside.
Yeah.
Many of the citizens died when this city was drawn to this terrible place.
Mm.
Some more have died in the days since, from those terrible creatures and lack of food and water, and the collapse of the buildings. Me and my boys have been hiding in the basement of a tavern that had just enough reserves for both of food and water for the three of us. We ran out. When the provisions ran out, that's where you guys found us getting attacked by those devils.
Thanks.
The city has been split into two. I've heard that this side of Elturel is the worse off. The High Hall, the Great Castle, that is home to the city's leaders, that's where I'm planning to take my boys. Thavius Krieg is the leader of the city, and I hope I hope he's working on a plan to rescue survivors and drive away the devils.
It would seem we do have business with the rulers of the city, so it would seem we are going in the same direction. And Stefan will kind of reach into her pack. Let me just make sure I have. Yeah, she's going to kind of reach into her pack, kind of reaches in, goes past the elbow, roots around a little bit, and it's like her arm's going deeper than it should, and she eventually comes out with some rations.
Okay.
Yeah, for you and your children.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. And they kind of just scurry off towards the cellar and kind of just get inside. And close the door behind them and lock it. And based on the time, as you all kind of look around and try to figure out where the heck to go to next, that's where we're going to end the session for the week.
Okay.
Ooh.
So,
Well, and here I thought I was clever by stacking up on acid spells.
Oh.
so thanks for watching, everybody. We'll be back next week with the continuation of this. Hopefully Kirkland will be back.
Yeah.
You guys are finally in Avernus. You guys are in hell.
We did it.
You guys are currently in Elturel. We'll have to get Steve in on the Roll20 page because I'll be putting the map of
Cool.
Elturel up on there so you guys can get an idea whereabouts you are and what the whole place looks like because it's not in good standing.
This
So
map that
until-
you've shared so metal.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
Avernus. That's a map of Avernus. So
Yeah.
you guys are floating above Avernus.
Okay. Weird.
So you don't want to fall off this city.
I would imagine.
We'll be back next week. So hopefully, maybe it's Valentine's Day. Or no, it's the weekend of Valentine's Day. Never mind, it's not Valentine's Day. We'll be back next Wednesday, next Sunday at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time. So good night, everybody. Bye bye.
Night.